You probably have an idea of what marriage looks like. A ceremony, a ring, a promise made in front of people you love, two people choosing each other. That idea feels ancient, like it's always been this way. It hasn't. 10,000 years ago, there were no weddings, no rings, no ceremonies, no paperwork, no last names to take. And yet, people paired up. They raised children together. They built lives together, just not the way we think. For most of human history, a couple wasn't a legal unit. It was two people who decided quietly to keep choosing each other. No contract held them together. Only the choice did. And that choice had to be made every single day. Early human bands were small, 20 to 50 people, extended family mostly. In this world, you didn't marry a stranger. You married someone you had known your entire life. Someone who had seen you hungry, afraid, grieving, laughing. There was no mystery. There was only truth. In early societies, marriage wasn't between two people. It was between two families. You weren't just choosing a partner. You were choosing an alliance. Your food source to their water source. Love was not the point. Survival was. That sounds cold. It isn't. When two people live together, hunt together, raise children together, survive hard seasons together, something grows. Not the feeling you get on a first date. Something quieter. Something deeper. Anthropologists who study modern hunter-gatherer communities describe couples who have been together for 30, 40 years. They finish each other's sentences. They mourn each other completely. They cannot imagine a self that the other is not part of. We have a word for that now. We call it love. But they never needed the word. They just lived it. In many hunter-gatherer societies, possessiveness considered deeply antisocial, almost dangerous. Because in a band of 50 people, jealousy didn't just hurt two people, it fractured the entire group. And a fractured group in the wild was a dead group. You don't own another person, not even the one you sleep next to every night. Then agriculture happened. Around 10,000 years ago, humans stopped moving. They planted seeds, they built walls, they accumulated things. And when you have things, land, grain, cattle, you need to know who those things belong to when you die. You need heirs. And to have heirs, you need to know whose children are whose. And suddenly, for the first time in human history, a man needed to control a woman's body. Not out of cruelty, out of property law. The word matrimony comes from the Latin mater, mother. It literally means the legal status of becoming a mother. Not a partner, a mother, a producer of heirs. That's what marriage was for most of recorded history. Not love, not companionship, a biological and economic transaction. We think we've moved past that. Today we marry for love. We marry who we want. We divorce if it stops working. These are real freedoms, but we also inherited something from those agricultural centuries. The idea that a partner is something you possess, the jealousy that tears relationships apart, the belief that love must be exclusive to be real. None of that is ancient. All of that is only 10,000 years old, which in human terms is almost nothing. The oldest human couples didn't have ceremonies. They didn't have rings or vows or anniversaries. They had something harder and simpler than all of that. They had the choice, made in the morning, made at night, made on the days when it was easy and the days when it wasn't. No contract forced them to stay. They stayed because they kept choosing to. And maybe that's the version we've been searching for all along. Not a promise made once in front of witnesses, but a choice made quietly every single day for as long as both of you decide it's true. We've been doing this for 300,000 years. We just forgot that's how it worked.